Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Well, overnight the Australian dollar bears headed straight for the 71.35 support and from there crushed that level and posted a fresh 13-day low of 71.15. Monday's disappointment GDP data from China confirmed the economic slowdown following a holiday in the US. In observance of Martin Luther King, the market traded relatively negative on the return of the US. Now, looking from a technical point, we are at this stage still looking for 70 as a target, and I reassess from there. It is viewed that the market could actually pose further threat to the downside if this level fails to hold, and therefore could see a move down towards the 70-cent region. Nevertheless, I feel that what we're looking for to support this bearish case is the MACD, and as you can see, it's nearly through the zero axis, therefore could marry up with the RSI and support the bearish case. Any advances sees resistance at 71.55 and a firm cap at 72 cents. Little has changed in the euro, nor, to that fact, the US dollar. Overnight, the dollar index pretty much consolidated around a 96 handle, and still at this stage there's an objective of 96.50-60. And on the flip side, the euro bears are at present remain focused on the objective of 113.0520. As some of us may or may not know, the US dollar is measured against a greenback of 6 major currencies, and the euro weighted at 57.6. So if the targets are reached to the upside of 96.5, should bring in the challenge of 113.05 and reassess from there, as we could be looking down to 112.40.55. Resistance of the if re-challenged to the top side is at 113.90. The dollar yen, well, the market has backed away from this target of 110.20.25, and at this stage is showing further risk to a challenge of 108.95. It is assessed, though, that we can pull back as low as 108.45, but even though the market still relatively should keep to a bullish stance, and any pullbacks or dips, you could say, as a buying opportunity, with the upside still holding to 110.20.25. The pound has been mixed over the last few days, and as you can see, still at this present poses a threat to the top side at 130. It is viewed we could see a re-challenge there. The reason behind that is the fact is that the MACD is still bullish, and also the rejection of the midway point on the RSI 3-day look back still keeps the threat to 130. I am a seller above 130 to 131 in that zone, because I feel the market overall should still pose a threat to the downside and drop back towards the 127 region. Gold found a little bit of recovery after finding support of this trend. It still looks, though, from a technical point, we could get another test to the downside because the RSI has not broken through the midway point, and the MACD is still married to the fact that we could see weakness. But I'm a buyer from 70.74 as the overall objective is back towards 1,300 on a broader picture. And rounding up with oil, well, the market fell 2% overnight on the back of China figures and also the recent global growth forecast that was mentioned from the International Monetary Fund. It revised its downward 2019 global growth forecast to 3.5% from October's 3.7%. So this has put a bit of this has spooked the market, but nevertheless, as long as we don't close under 52.45, I do expect to see further upside tests since the break of this neckline, with the immediate target seen at $55. Well, that wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and as always, look out for the intraday report. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day that's ahead.